Buddy, hope you're doing well. My name is David Wilkerson, and this is Surplus Funds 101. Just wanted to start off by saying thank you to all the people out there that like the videos, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment below. It's little things like that that really help this channel grow and thrive. And as a thank you, I want to give you a free copy of my calling script. Okay, I know that a lot of you guys are brand new. You don't know what to say when you're talking to people that you're trying to do business with. And so I've formulated a script, and it's the exact same one that I use and all my virtual assistants use, and I want to give it to you for free. So if you click on the link in the description, I'll email it to you right now, and you can start using it today to lock up deals. But with that being said, I wanted to make a quick little video for you guys. You know, over the past few months, I've had a lot of people reach out to me and ask me my thoughts on a market recession and how that's going to affect a state funds or surplus funds business. And so I wanted to kind of give you my 2 cents about what I think about that and how you can operate your business in the most effective manner possible, so none of that stuff really affects you. So with that being said, let's jump into it. So the very first thing, you guys, whenever I get those comments, I kind of laugh in the back of my head because I'm like, I kind of wish the market would keep getting worse and gets worse and worse and worse, because the worse the market is, the more money we make. You guys, the asset recovery business is truly a recession-proof business. Okay, with high interest rates and inflation being out of control, people are in more financial pain now than they've ever been, and that just makes it a really good environment for us to run a successful asset recovery business. And you know what? There's a lot of fulfillment that goes with that too, because right now people are hurting. And so if you can be the person that can help them recover a $5,000 or $10,000 payday that they didn't even know that they had laying around, it really means the world to them. One of my favorite parts about this business is all the testimonials I get of people crying, you know, that were in a really, really bad spot when I first met them, and I was able to help them and get them to the next level, maybe get them off their friend's couch to where they have an apartment, or help them pay off debt, or be able to fund a trip for where they can take like their significant other to a destination island or vacation resort or something like that, you know. So this is really, really an awesome business to be in, and right now is the time. But with that being said, you got to have the right mindset, because just because we're in a recession-proof business doesn't mean your business can't go through a recession. You know, over the past few years, our market has been amazing. And guess what? I still know people that didn't do anything and they're still broke. Okay. And so, like, just because things are good doesn't mean you're going to do good. And just because things are bad doesn't mean you're going to do bad. You know, you got to have a disciplined mind, or the market will discipline you. Okay, so you have your mindset and you want to protect that at all costs. And you know, the biggest thing that affects your mindset is your environment and the people you have around you. Okay, so you want to be able to remove anything that will lower your calculated momentum and slow you down. Okay, so no social media prior to prospecting. Okay, you sit around on your phone and you're reading all these negative headlines on Facebook and on Instagram. Something's going to trigger you, and that's going to throw your mindset off when you're prospecting and talking to clients, and you're going to subconsciously convey that to them, and you know, it's going to lower your conversion rate dramatically. Okay, another thing, same thing with social media, is the news and conversations with negative people. You know, sadly, you know, most people, the way that they start and hedge conversations is with drama. Oh my God, did you hear about this, or this bad headline, or how the world's falling apart? And you know, all those things, when people start saying that to you, it makes it easier for you to believe it. Or yeah, it makes it easier for you to believe it, you know, and then it just slows you down. It makes you think bad. Okay, another thing, get rid of all your toxic and dramatic relationships with friends and family. You know, like, I'm not saying like stop being friends and stop being cool with people when you see them at the grocery store and things like that. But you all know that most of the people that you got in your life aren't good influences. They're out drinking all the time. They're making poor decisions. And if I were to have like a top 5 piece of advice that I could give somebody, one of those top things that would be in that top 5 would definitely be get rid of all your negative friends. That's probably the easiest way to come up. Okay. So you got your mindset, and that's going to affect your environment. Now let's move on to strategy on how you can really run a lean business. Okay. Now, the very first thing is you got to understand your KPIs. For you guys that are brand new, okay, KPI is a key performance indicator. That's some sort of action that you take every day or one of the elements of your business that moves the needle forward. And so when it comes to the asset recovery space, what I've found is there's like 30 key KPIs. Right here is just 5 of them. And so when I say KPIs, like I'm talking from start to finish, from data aggregation to you sending out a digital invoice to a claimant so you can get paid. So for instance, number 1, how many calls it takes for you to speak with one person. Okay, how many people you need to speak with to convert somebody into your CRM. How many contact points it takes to convert them into a notary appointment. How long it will take to get a claim package submitted to the State Department. And how long it will take the State Department to pay out on a transaction. These are just some examples of KPIs and some of the data that you're going to want to really understand about how your business runs. So what you're going to do is every day when you're making your phone calls, you're going to write the answer to all these things down. Once your prospecting session is done, you convert them into an Excel spreadsheet. And over like a 30, 60, 90-day period, you'll start to see trend lines appear. And you'll be able to see when things are going up or when things are going down. And so it'll give you a good indicator of what you need to change and correct. Okay, so you got to understand and know your KPIs like the back of your hand. Now, very last thing is you have got to have a disciplined prospecting schedule. Okay, when I look back on my career, all the bad things that have ever happened as far as me having a delayed period between me cashing a commission check, it was when I wasn't disciplined in prospecting and I took some time off. Okay, so you have to make this a huge priority. Okay, so let me give you my little formula that I tell people that I think is very, very easy to maintain. They'll give you probably the best results. And here it is. You got to make your prospecting calls for 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. So that's 15 hours a week. Now on the weekdays, the highest contact time frames to call people is 9 a.m. to noon or 6 p.m. to 9. And on the weekends, it's 1 to 4 p.m. And don't be afraid to call people up on Sunday. Okay, on Sunday, all people do is they go to church early, they go out to lunch, they're home at 12:31, and then they're just sitting on the couch watching TV usually. It's a perfect time, and it's actually one of my best favorite days to call is on Sunday. And then another thing, I'm really big on 10xing everything, and I know people, they get all excited when they're just getting started, and they want to be able to prospect all day long, and that's great. But I'm telling you, 3 hours a day maximum is usually going to be the sweet spot to where you're going to be the most effective without draining all your prospecting dexterity. Anything over 3 hours, what I've come to find is that you become not so quick on your toes. And when you're talking to people on telephone, that's a mental workout. That's very mentally strenuous, right? And so anything over 3 hours, you're just not that effective. And when you do have conversations with people, you start burning intros and you're not as good as converting and you're just not as smooth. And so I think 3 hours a day is the sweet spot for people. But with that being said, that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't got my calling script, click on the link below and I'll send it to you today. Other than that, take care.